over here is where I have all of my paper, where all my paper lives. I have these little scraps I'm going to get rid of. I actually recently just reorganized this whole section, whether you believe me or not. I reorganized this recently, so I'm not actually going to go through this one by one because I decluttered and reorganized that. That's a tool that I want to use on a card. There's my heat tool, some more adhesive that can go somewhere else. It's Corey's card. Okay. Just make sure all of this stuff is sitting pretty. Okay, I think that's about as tidy as that's gonna look. This is the drawer where I keep my die cutter, my envelopes, my paper trimmer. There's nothing really in here though that I probably want to get rid of. This is my bin with extra supplies. My backup bin, if you will. And oh my goodness. I have a lot of stuff in here. Is there anything in here that I can get rid of? These things. They weren't as easy to use as I had hoped they would be. I have 1,001 of these things now. Erasers. A pencil sharpener. I don't have pencils to sharpen. Those are white out. I bought those for my planner. I'm going to put one of those over there with the planner. This is empty and I have about 1,000 other tape runners, as you can tell. So I think that is, what's this? Oh, spares. Cool. So clean that out. And that's clean. I think that is it. I'm going to put my desk back together again and I'm going to show you what it looks like now. Okay, and here is the after. Might not be able to tell super much on the Raskog cards, but I emptied out quite a good chunk of stuff on them. They're not quite as cluttered up as they were before. Again, as I said at the beginning of this declutter, I use 99% of my art supplies for cards, so I was not planning on getting rid of a lot, but I wanted to get rid of some of the things that just hang out for the sake of hanging out. I'll pan you over to my desk. I kind of rearranged things on the top there because I wanted to have some extra space for when I use my die cutting machine. I felt like before, when everything was just evenly spaced along the back, that there was no room to die cut and do other card making things. So now I have this whole empty space over here where I can put the die cutter, so I can work from there and die cut from there. Makes life so much easier. It's less cramped. When Brady comes to visit, he can make cards with me too. Down underneath, it might look a bit like a mess, but I emptied out that basket and decluttered that. Those are acrylic paints. Those aren't going anywhere. And that's my trash can. That's why it looks pretty trashy. And then up here to the left, that's just where I have all of my paper supplies and everything. So here's the paper station with my die cutting machine right down there. There's my desktop. Washi tape. And the Raskog cards. Then if you're interested in seeing what all I got rid of, it's all down there. Not a huge pile, but it is good to get rid of stuff that I don't use. The purpose of a declutter is not to get rid of stuff for the sake of getting rid of stuff. It's to let go of things that you don't need, want, or like. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me today for this crafty declutter video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button down below. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see any more in-depth craft tours or any of my art supplies in depth and how I use them, please let me know in the comments down below. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!